Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. It is me, Angie Atkinson, and it is 10:37 a.m. on May 9th, 2018, Central Time. So on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we will just get going. All right, everybody. So I am just here briefly today because it is one of my busiest days of the week. Tons of coaching calls today. Will be lots of listening and lots of chatting today. So I will just be here for a few minutes. But I always like to check in with you and see how you're feeling. So how is everybody? Sharon, hello. Hello, Tink. Hello, Ms. Jillian. Jillian, I hope you got a chance to watch the video that I did this morning, yesterday, because it wasn't what the title sounded like. All right. Hello, LJ. Hello, and Nicole Angelina. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're feeling well today. So if anyone has questions or comments or things you need to talk about, let me hear it because I'm only here briefly today. But like I said, I wanted to make sure I popped right in. Let's see. Jillian says, I hope you do a follow-up video to the comment on being strong in a relationship. There were so many comments. And it struck a chord with so many, it would be a trilogy. Yeah, I probably will, because honestly, it really shocked me to see that someone thought that they were, that they were being strong in a relationship, and that's what it took to, make a narcissist love you. Because the truth is, without magic of some sort, you're not really going to make anybody narcissistic have feelings, anybody who's toxic. So yeah, good thinking, Jillian. Hello, CAD. Hello, hello. Hello, Dima. Hello, Heather. How are you? Renee said she watched the video. Good morning, Renee. Yesterday, and she actually agrees with me. She's a strong woman and she got duped. Yeah, me too. And I think, a lot of strong people find themselves like that, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, am I stupid? I know I'm not stupid. I know I should have known better. That's why, like 2 years ago, I did a video about how this is why even very smart people can be gaslighted, because a lot of times people assume things about you that aren't true when you've been in that situation, but that's because they haven't been there. So anyway, good morning, Leanie. She says, I'm looking super fantastic. Well, thank you, my friend. Hello, Life's Revival, and thank you so much for the comment on the video. Hello, Magella from Ireland. How you doing? I've got all kinds of people from my extended, my DNA family here today. We've got an Irish person. We've got a Swedish person. We're just getting it together. Okay. Sharon Penny says, and by the way, thank you, Leanie. Sharon Penny says she's going to Florida to see her daughter. She says, to see her daughter graduate. Oh, congratulations to her. She says, but I'm worried that the narcissist may see me. I'm worried about my response if I see him. I left Florida because I was being physically abused. Okay. Sharon, if there's a way that you can find someone to go with you, I think that would be really helpful. If not, I would just do your very best to completely gray rock him if you do happen to see him, and obviously steer clear of him otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a plan in place? Do you have someone going with you? Let me know. Heather says, great video yesterday. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate that. It was literally a rant. I was literally shocked and upset by, because I really thought, my gosh, how could anybody even say that to someone who's been through this? It's a really messed up thing. Anyway, yes, thank you. Jennifer Smith says, good morning, and thank God for you, Angie. Thank you, Jennifer. She says, your plate is full. I'm so grateful. So I'm grateful that you make time. For a long while, I've been having all sorts of emotions and feelings. I totally feel you. I'll tell you something. I'm doing something new. I have this little podcast, and I'm going to start doing like a morning inspiration on that. So if you're, so like every morning there will be like a little just 3-minute message saying, hey, it's going to be a good day. Let's get going. But for you guys specifically. So if you're interested in that, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to anyone. So you can just go to anchor.fm/Angie Atkinson, ANGIE Atkinson. All right, let's see here. We have Belle. Hello, Belle. How are you? Belle says, hello, all. Hope all are well. I need to ask you for your thoughts and strength. Very horrid last night. Downright frightening. Thanks all. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen. I hope you're okay. Please take care of yourself. I'm so sorry that happened. Everyone, light and love to Belle today. CAD says the video was appreciated and I was told I wasn't strong enough. But that's totally unfair to think you should try harder for people who make no effort. That is a great point and so true. I'm totally with you. And it's funny because they say, narcissists will tell you, oh, you're just weak. You're just too weak to handle me. I need somebody, but in reality, the reason they chose you in the first place is because you were not weak. You were strong to begin with. So, of course, they do whatever they can to ruin you and break that, but that's a whole other video. All right. Hello, Jennifer Grove. How are you? Jillian says it's a myth, Angie, that a strong person and true love will conquer all. I totally agree with you, Jillian. She said only the strong survive after they leave. That's where the real strength is. And I totally 100% agree with you without question. Absolutely agree with you. Yes. Jennifer Smith says, I hate fake people, but I feel fake and unreal, stripped and invisible. I've lost much weight and I look terribly worn down. Oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry, honey. Take care of yourself. I feel the same way, and I have felt fake and unreal before because I was basically taught growing up that I wasn't real. I was taught I wasn't real, sort of. I mean, not directly, but indirectly by being completely invalidated anytime I had an idea, anytime I thought something was exciting, anytime I was into something, it was, whatever, lots of invalidation. And I think when we spend a lot of time being invalidated, told you're not good enough, treated like you're not worth it, there's almost no way that you can feel real, especially if that starts in childhood. But even if it starts later in life, and it is a constant thing that happens. So yeah. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Happy Wednesday. My pure choice for you. Hello, welcome. Says, yay, I made it. Renee says they feed off our energy. She says they will suck it right out of you. Absolutely the truth. Yes. Jennifer Smith says, I'm wondering if someone will ever want me and not what my abusers tried to give me or thought what I should have to make them look and feel better about themselves. Yeah, I think that, Jennifer, once you heal, you will be totally fine. It is a process. It does take time, but don't allow yourself to, I think what we have to do is we have to shed the ideas that the narcissist put in our heads. We have to shed the perceptions of ourselves. Literally, when I went no contact with my primary narcissist, it took me, I bet you 6 or 12 months where almost daily I was having like light bulb realization moments. Like, I never really believed this to begin with. I thought this instead of that, but I was told this instead of that. And so I didn't ever give myself the strength I should have. I didn't ever give myself the, what's the word I'm looking for here? The validation. I just always assumed that I was not as real or as valid as other people in the world. Like I was almost like a shell of a person. And that was what I had been taught indirectly by the treatment I was getting. Anyway, moving right along. Okay. Shannon says, yes, yes. Oops, where did that go? Nicole Angelina says, society tells you that it's good to be a ride or die chick. Well, my mother was a ride or die. She rode and she died. I'm so sorry, Nicole. And I totally get that. That's the thing. You know what? Okay, be a ride or die chick or whatever, but don't really be that. Don't really give your whole life for someone who isn't even going to care, about you as a person. Someone who's only going to use you and treat you like a servant or an object or an extension of oneself. That's not someone who's in a relationship with you. That's someone who's using you and calling it a relationship because it's convenient for them to do so. You know what I'm saying? You all deserve better than that. All right. Jennifer says, I'm 41 and I have to say my mother and ex did a good job in setting me up subtly over the years. And the willing and unwilling monkeys they've used. I played my own role as well in my downfall. She says, due to being asleep for so long and being too naive of an empath, still don't have anyone that son and I can stay with until June 1st. I'm so sorry. She says, I can use all the prayer I can get for a loan I applied for, my health, my sanity, for me and my son to safely make it out. Jennifer, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I absolutely understand how scary it is. And I certainly, I hope for your sake that you're able to get the loan. Everyone send light and love to Jennifer. I totally get where you're coming from. I do. And I know I'm just lucky that my own mother did not like my ex. Some narcissists don't get along. So that worked out okay for me. I mean, relatively speaking. But I didn't have that exact situation, but I certainly did struggle, and I certainly understand the money issues. I've been there and done it. And that's why I still do so much free stuff, because I know people can't afford it. In fact, I had someone upset with me through email because they were removed from our group for trying to sell something in our group, our span group, by one of our admins. And I just said, that group isn't to sell things. That group is there for support for people who need it, whether or not they can afford to pay, you know, and I don't want to cloud it up with sales crap. You know, she said, well, I'll give you some of the money. And I said, no, that's not what this is about. And it's not what it's about. Certainly I have to make a living. That's why we have ads on the videos. That's why I do the coaching on the side. That's why I do have some premium things, but I do so much of the stuff that I do for free, because this is more than just work to me. This is a mission to me. This is like my life's mission. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about me. Let's get on with it. Okay, let's see here. Sharon says she has someone with her. Okay, very good. Sharon, I think that's going to help you a lot. Make sure that person is aware of what you may be dealing with and is willing to, if necessary, kind of stand between you and that person. I don't mean physically as much as I mean emotionally, kind of help you to steer clear of the narcissist who abused you. I hope that's helpful a little bit. My Pure Choice for You says, hi, I'm Deborah in Dallas, Texas. Just found you a week ago. Hello, Deborah. Welcome to the Spanily. Happy to have you. She said, this is my first time on the chat. Right on. Well, I'm very happy to have you. And just so you know, we do 2 longer sessions during the week. We do one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, and then we do shorter sessions Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We actually do 2 on Tuesdays, one with Dana later in the day, usually Dana from Thrive After Abuse. When she's back, we'll be back to that one as well. Maria Calloway says, good morning. You're such a blessing. I'm doing so much better. Oh, Maria, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear it. Big hugs and love to you, my friend. Stay strong. Okay, let's see here. We have Kimberly Adams. She says, hey girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, I work with mine and I have to live in gray rock mode when I'm at work. It's terrible. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. That is exhausting, and you have to be really careful not to let yourself go into dissociation. I personally, when I finally got done with all of it, I was numb, and I couldn't even, I really had to like relearn how to feel things. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be careful when you're in that situation so frequently in your life, because it's really, really easy to stop feeling things altogether. And that's when you're totally floating in dissociation. So take care of yourself. And if possible, consider, you know, maybe moving to a different department or a different job. I don't know if that's an option for you, but if it is, do what you can do. It may be worth your sanity and your peace of mind. Of course, I also understand that there may be narcissists in other workplaces as well. So either way, just take care of yourself and stay strong. Stick with us. We'll try to help you through it as you go through it. Hello, Dawn Elizabeth. Welcome back, my friend. And Blessed to Be Alive says, hello, Angie. I'm here for a moment until it is gone. Well, hello, Blessed to Be Alive. How are you? I'm happy to see you. Just so you guys know, I know a lot of people were wondering how Dana's doing. As far as I know, she's doing okay right now. We did chat a couple of days ago, and she said that she's working on getting, you know, her housing situation figured out until she, the repairs and stuff are done on her home. And I'm certain that she's probably also trying to get her computer together and everything else, because I know she was on her phone when she did that one quick check-in with you guys on her channel. So I will keep you posted if I learn anything else about that situation. And I have extended the offer of help to her if she needs it, and she said she would let us know. So, okay. Luna says, hi, Angie. Hi, y'all. Hey, Luna. Welcome back, my friend. Do narcs ever have emotional awakenings or moments? It seems so real when he shows emotions at times. Is it really all for show? Great question. I've seen narcissists express some actual, what I thought were real emotions when they were intoxicated or on some mind-altering substance. But outside of that, I think it's 99% of the time is fake and is about manipulation. Now, I do believe that it is possible, in theory, for a narcissist to have a breakthrough and come out like that. But the truth is, I've never seen it. Dana's never seen it. Richard Grannon says he's never seen it. I've never actually met anyone who gave me a legitimate story that it really happened. So not in my research and not in real life. So I don't think that it's a common thing, if that's helpful. Okay. Jillian says hello to Shannon and good morning, survivors. Hey, I just want to give a little shout out to our awesome mod squad, Jillian and Shannon here today. I thought I saw more, maybe I didn't, but thank you, mod squad, for all you do. I appreciate you very much. Okay. Sansu is here. Hey girl, hey, how you doing? She says, I have a lot going on. I'm having a hard time. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I noticed you said you weren't feeling well yesterday too. I hope you're feeling a little better today. Let us know if you want to talk about it. I'm also happy to see you in Mastermind if you come back in there. Manju says, sending love and light to everyone here this morning. Narc abuse is so jarring and scary. Yes, it is. Thank you for being here today, Manju, or Manju. Shelly Schneider, that's a great name. It's one of those little, what are they called? Tongue twisters. I'm just kidding though. It's, how you doing, Shelly? I'm going to stop talking about your name. It's really just me. She says, good morning from Neenah, Wisconsin. Well, hello from Neenah. Hello, hello, Shelly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shatori James. Hello, Shatori. She says, hello. I was so strong for 5 years. I've been torn down. I'm so weak now. Honey, I understand. I think we can all relate to that feeling. And that's the thing. We come into it being strong and then we look around ourselves and we go, who are we? We don't even know anymore after that kind of a relationship. But it can get better. It will get better, Shatori. So stay strong, stay focused, and let's, stick with us. We'll help you. We'll help you get through it. This is an amazing group here that comes here in the morning, and I'm really happy to have you as part of our little family. Thank you. Wait a minute. Who is this from? Sunny Hawkins, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I feel like crap because I've been accepting calls from him. I feel so weak. I made it this far. Why can't I be strong still? I'm so mad at myself. Honey, I don't want you to feel like that. I want you to listen. Let me just say this to you really quickly. You're human. You made the mistake. You're making the mistake, okay? But now as you move forward, you must give yourself the fortitude of, or the reassurance that, okay, so you made a mistake. So you accepted the calls from him. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human, because it's hard for empaths. It makes you an empath to not, accept the calls. It's hard for empaths to think, oh my gosh, what if something is wrong? And, but what you have to do is stop telling yourself you're weak. Stop telling yourself that, you can't be strong, and stop being mad at yourself. Honey, you have to forgive yourself. I want you to watch the video again that I did the other day called Forgive Yourself for Not Knowing What You Know or What You Didn't Know. And then I want you to tell yourself, I am strong, I am powerful, and I got this. Okay. Sonny, don't allow yourself to feel that way anymore. It will get better. I promise you. I promise you. But you've got to change the way you're seeing the situation and yourself. You are strong. You can do this. I know you can. Everybody, light and love to Sunny today. Hugs and love to you, honey. It's going to get better. And again, thank you for the super chat. And I have, thank you so much, Angela Falsetta. Angela Falsetta sent me a $50 super chat, honey. Thank you so much. Let me see if I missed her. Oh, hey, Joe Sauter. How are you? Thank you. How have you been? Let's see here. Angela, I just want to make sure I didn't miss her chat, because that was a very kind, no chats from Angela. Okay, well, thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, where was I? Now let me see. Okay, I was talking with Shelly. Okay, here we go. Joe says, hi, Angie, you're awesome. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Shatori James says, I just left him and he told me I wasn't strong enough to handle him. That is so true, what you just said. You are strong enough. You are. And the truth is that you're strong enough to know that you don't have to handle him. And that's a beautiful thing. Congratulations, Shatori. You stay stronger. You keep going. You stick with us. We're going to help you get through this. It's really not anything like you think. It's not. It's going to get better. I mean, maybe it is, but you're not weak because you left. You're strong because you left. You were strong before you got there. You looked around, you said, who am I? I'm a shell of who I was, and you left. That, my friend, is amazing, and I'm proud of you for that. Good job. Stay strong. All right. Joe, I hope you're feeling well. Let's see here. Oops, where was I? Jillian says, go Mod Squad. Yeah, Jazzy Bell says, Sonny, you can stop now. Don't let him get the best of you. Yeah. Dawn Elizabeth says, question, Angie, I thought their rage might at least be real. Is that at least real? Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think their rage is quite real most of the time. I mean, sometimes I think maybe they manipulate us by acting ragey, but I think we can all, as empaths, we can look at them and tell if it's fake or not with the rage stuff. I think rage and feeling slighted and feeling angry and feeling, even sad sometimes those are real emotions for narcissists. I think when it's feelings of love that they're expressing, they might really think that they're telling you the truth in the moment that they tell you that. And that's why we fall for it a lot of the times, because even a lie detector can't catch someone lying if they believe they're telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's why as empaths, sometimes we miss it with narcissists, because they see us and they don't, we see them and we see that they believe that what they're saying. That's how we can tell if somebody's lying. If they don't believe what they're saying, then we don't believe what they're saying. Well, at the beginning of a narcissistic relationship, we can't see through that mask yet. And so we see that they believe what they're saying. And so we believe what they're saying. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. It was just funny because I said saying about 16 times. Oh, Renee says, Angie, I sent you a link yesterday from a Facebook post I saw. I just thought I'd send it to you. It would be interesting for this family if they're looking for a new work at home job. Oh, thank you so much, Renee. In fact, if you have the link now, I would be happy to have you put it into the chat here because I'm totally into that. I think that would be really, really helpful. And Wilk, hello, welcome back, my friend. She said, I'm glad to hear that Dana's doing well, sending her lots of love. Yes, absolutely, for sure. Hello, Miss Lily. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody's. Oh, there's Angela's. Okay, I found you, Angela. She says, Mother's Day coming up. Recently discussed this with Dwayne. I am no contact with my narcissist mother, and narcissist dad wants nothing to do with you as of a few weeks ago. I should have told her she would have to live with that. I told her she would have to live with that. Oh, are you saying narcissist dad or narcissist daughter? Wants nothing more to do with you. Okay. Well, Mother's Day is hard. In fact, I meant to do another video about this, but I did one about it last year that you could still watch. It's really good. Mother's Day is hard for us when we're no contact with our mothers. But at the same time, I think it's really important to note that, you have to change the meaning of the day for yourself. It used to be that on Mother's Day, I would go and try to make other people happy. And now I just, I'm a mom too. And even if you're not a mom, you can still choose to take that day for self-care or something else, or even do something nice. Like if you work somewhere and you know that a fellow mother is working and you aren't, planning to do something momish that day, then maybe you could switch shifts with that person so they could work, go home with their family that day and you could work. I mean, whatever, but I'm just saying, think of something that you can do either for yourself or someone else that you care about who isn't that person, and do that. Let me know if you have a question about that specifically, Angela. I would be happy to answer that. I don't know why my finder isn't finding you. Heather says, will Dana be on tonight, maybe just for a bit, so she can tell people what she might need help with, even help moving? I could take a road trip. I am not sure if she will be on tonight, but if and when I find out, I will be sure to let you guys know. I don't know for sure. Rebecca, hey Becky, how you doing? She says, how often do narcissists go after their classmates claiming high school sweetheart romance crap? Sadly, more often than you might think. More often than you might think. But that doesn't mean, that it's legit. Sometimes I think they go after people they didn't even really talk to in high school, or people that they rarely talk to, because, it gives them just another pool of supply to reach into. You know what I mean? And especially if they were like, you know, the popular kid or whatever. I don't know. Sunny Hawkins, oh honey, she says, I actually have a confession. I've been accepting collect calls from my ex. I feel like crap and so weak now. Oh, sweetheart, listen, take a deep breath and just stop beating yourself up. You are human. You made a mistake. I'm going to ask you to stop accepting those collect calls now. And if possible, depending on where the calls are coming from, I know that if they're coming from like a correctional facility, for example, you can actually press a button on that phone that doesn't allow them to call you again. So why don't you do that next time? Just take a deep breath and push the button. Just think about it. All right, everybody, please help me support Sunny in this. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone's comment. I'm trying to stay up with everything in the chat here, but y'all know how it is. Oh, Heather says you answered my question. Okay, cool. Okay. Dawn says, love back at you, Belle, and thanks. Belle says, sometimes it seems we never catch a break. I hope you find some resources and what you need. Absolutely. Wait, did I miss Dawn's question? Ginormous financial strain right now. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Look, you guys, I've been there and I'm telling you, try to change your perception. When you feel like that, when you're broke and you're feeling stressed out about it, one of the things, shockingly, that has been incredibly powerful for me is to stop letting myself feel broke, to stop focusing on lack and start to focus on the things I have that are in abundance and attracting more abundance to myself. I know that sounds flaky and weird, and it feels hard to do when you're in that moment, but just try. Just try. Instead of focusing on, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay for this? Focus on, I'm so grateful that I have a place to lay my head at night. I'm so grateful. And then even being grateful for abundance in your life. Okay. So you're like, well, what if I don't have any abundance? Okay. Well, be grateful that you have enough food to eat. Be grateful that, more than enough. Be grateful that you have, clothes to wear, whatever. Just think of like things you're grateful for every day. And anytime you're feeling lack, say no. I now cancel that thought and I replace it with this affirmation of my true divine desire. And then just focus on your gratitudes. And over time, it really does make a difference. It really does. And sometimes a lot faster than you expect. Yeah. Okie dokie. Where were I? Okay. CAD says, my narcissist aunt did express how jealous she was of my mom while under medication and drinking out. But she would probably deny it now. Exactly. Yeah. That's and it's really messed up. You know what I think it is, you guys? I think the reason that happens when someone's drinking or doing some other mind altering substance and they pop out with some legit stuff like that, I really think that's about the fact that they don't have an ego during that time, because a lot, alcohol and other types of substances tend to reduce ego or even eliminate it depending on how much is ingested. And so I really think that the reason that narcissists sometimes have those moments of clarity when they're intoxicated is directly due to the fact that their ego is disabled during that time. And so they are less inhibited than normal. And so sometimes they're just straight out with you. And so I guess if you ever want to know the truth from a narcissist, you could give them something to drink, but that's a messed up thing to say. So let me just strike it from the record. Okay. Maddie. Hello, Maddie Gutierrez. Welcome back, my friend. She said, good morning, Angie and Roomies. I think narcissists can do behavior modifications, but not true repentance. Just my opinion. Totally agree with you. Yes. Becky Horse says, Sunny Hawkins, you're not weak. You're affected by a trauma bond. But the good thing is that you're aware of that this is not an okay thing. That means you can intervene for yourself. Yes, she's absolutely right, Becky. Thank you for pointing that out. That is a good point, and it is a valid point, Sunny. Hear that? I want to tell you one more time. You are affected by a trauma bond. I have a whole series of videos on trauma bonds. Make sure you check those out. And she's and Becky says, but the good thing is that you're aware of it, that it's not okay. And that's the truth. My whole theory about this whole deal is first we have to discover the problem, then we have to understand it, then we have to overcome it, then we have to evolve, right? So you're just in like the understanding overcoming phase. Give yourself a minute, give yourself a break. And just like Becky says, you're aware that it's not okay. That's the first step to changing that. Yeah, very good. Okay. Miss Lily says, I'm missing my ex-narc. I am assuming it's because I'm lonely. Any tips for how to fulfill this need? Yes. Miss Lily, consider looking into meetup.com to start. If you're involved, I don't know if you're involved in churches or anything, but if you have a church, go to church, meet some people there. They have like women's groups, they have like different interest groups, but really meetup.com is great. You could find, a group specifically for whatever hobby you have going on or whatever thing you want to get into, painting, knitting, roller skating, whatever, age group stuff, coffee clubs, all kinds of book clubs, all kinds of stuff. You can go meet people in person, get to know new people. And I definitely recommend staying away from any dating groups, but at least until you're ready to start doing that. But in the meantime, definitely look for some platonic friendships and stuff like that in real life. I think that is very, very helpful in healing. And maybe even like, I don't know, a divorcee group, a divorcee group or something like that. But just anything, but again, staying away from dating type situations just until you're healed enough to do that. Okay. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. And of course, stick around with us to, hang out and span, do all those things, but definitely reach out to those meetup groups. If anyone else has other ideas for Miss Lily, please pop them in the chat here for us. Maria says they're fake demons with fake emotions. Yeah, well, I think there's something to that. Angela says nothing but everything to do with why we are here. Heads up, fraud, scam, phone, internet, mail, con jobs, narcs everywhere. Careful. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You do have to be very careful. And when it comes to those work at home jobs, I'm going to tell you something. I've actually done that. I've done the work for other people at home thing. And as you know, I work at home now doing what I do, but luckily I'm the owner of this company, so it's a little different. But one of the things that you really, really, really need to do is to never, ever pay for a job, never, give them money for a job because you don't pay for a job. People pay you to work for them. Do your research. If you are interested in working for a company, ask around, ask people on Facebook, Google, the name of the company, job scam, fraud, look up the company, make sure it's reputable, find actual people who work for the company on Facebook or wherever and see what they're saying about it. Do your due diligence, make sure it's legit before you sign on. Make sure that they give you a tax form, whether, if you're in the United States, whether it's an I-9 or a W-2 or whatever, depending on whether you're a contractor or not. There are lots of BS fake jobs, and they definitely take advantage of the most vulnerable of the population. And it really makes me very angry. And that's part of the reason I do the Empath Entrepreneur channel whenever I get around to doing it. But this is my primary mission. So this is why I'm here. Although I'm working on a plan to try to do more over there too, because I think that's equally or almost equally important. Not quite, but almost. Okay. I've made it this far. Why can't I just be strong still? I know, honey. I'm so sorry. Renee Goodell says, Angie, I sent you a link. Oh yeah, we got that one. Okay. Sunny Jillian says it will be totally helpful to check out thank you, Jillian, the topic of trauma bonding on Angie's videos. What you're experiencing is very common. Yes, absolutely. All right, where was I? Question, Angie. Okay, we got that one. Hello, Rue. Welcome back. Gwen Scott says, good morning, all. I know you got asked this the other day, but I didn't hear your answer. How do I get to have a 15-minute session with you or somebody that you know? I have a psychologist. She's no help for a narc. Okay. You can go to queenbeing.com and click on the coaching tab, and you can choose a session with myself or one of my assistant coaches who are also trained, also survivors. And you can set it up there. So that's at queenbeing.com and the coaching tab, or there's a coaching menu item, or right on the front page, there's a link to schedule a session. So that's how you do it. Let me know if you have questions. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Angela Falsetta says, a gift for you, Angie, with much love and gratitude. I have no words that suffice for all you do. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Again, I want to reiterate to you guys that that you don't have to do this. And so anytime Obviously, I always appreciate super chat, but I certainly would never ask for it. And I don't want anyone to ever feel obligated to do that. I'm grateful, Angela. Thank you. But again, please don't feel obligated ever, any of you. Heather says, wow, Angela, how generous. That makes me happy. So sweet. I tried to change the amount, but it kept coming up at $1.99. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's crazy, but I get it. Angela says there are chats hard to find. Yeah, I couldn't, for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me find them, but I did. I think I found them now. She says, give him a poison pen letter for Mother's Day. Just kidding, Freudian. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I definitely don't want to hurt anyone physically because no one's worth that, our freedom, right? Ms. Lily, you do not have to give her anything, Angela says, and she does not deserve it. It's up to you. Absolutely don't give her anything. I totally agree. Let's see. Okay, sure. Sophie B says, Sunny, yes, hit that block button. I know it's hard. Angela Falsetta says, I feel you, Dawn, and everyone else in that nightmare, but it was a nightmare with narcissist mother anyway and narc daughter. Okay. Nothing was ever good enough for either of them. Belle says, Jillian, I tried again several times. It's not meant to be. There's something else I meant to do, possibly involving the law. I'll find out. Belle, I'm trying to see where. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Sarah Vet, hello, says, hey, Angie, I'm going on 2 weeks no contact. Congratulations. Hands up for Sarah. With a narcissist, but I still miss him a lot. And I'm also very sad and I can't seem to be kinder to myself. I've also lost a lot of weight from no eating. I didn't eat for 3 weeks after I left my ex, which is not like me at all. And I do understand why that would happen. I've only not eaten like literally in my whole life 3 or 4 times. And it was one of those times. Maddie says, Kristen, what your narc says about you or to you or about you does not define who you are. I totally agree. Sophie B, hello, welcome. Okay, Renee, thank you. Jillian says, Belle, if only I could speak freely. I've been set back by 2 narcissistic relationships, but I'm finally moving forward. Right on. Let's see. Sarah, Jillian says, make a sandwich and know that this phase will not last forever. My love to you. Yeah, absolutely. Sunny, yes, hit that black button. I know it's hard, said Sophie B. Angela Falsetta says, I feel you, Dawn, and everyone else in that nightmare, but it was a nightmare with narcissist. Oh, I got that one already. Okay. Yeah, nothing is ever good enough for narcissists. You're totally right. Maddie says, Sarah, congratulations on the no contact. Your appetite will return. In the meantime, rock that bikini. Renee Goodell says, I can relate. My narc ex was a high school classmate. I didn't run in the same circle with him. He wasn't popular and ran under the radar in his circle of friends. Yeah, I remember a little bit about your story, I think, Renee. Angela Falsetta says, hit that like button. Well, thank you, honey. Belle says, or Jillian says to Belle, anyone that can make it through law school is a winner. Oh, yeah. I feel you there. I can't say that I did because I didn't try, but I agree that law school, from the little bit that I know about it, is one of the most difficult ways to go. And I have a lot of respect and admiration for Jillian and anyone else who's gone through that and successfully and passed the bar and all the other things. Jennifer Smith says, thank you to Nicole Angelino. We'll try that. I'm hearing something about hemorrhoids. I don't know. Damn that Siri. I don't know. Angela Falsetta says, eat foods you really like, Sarah, like lobster, surf and turf, pasta, pizza. I agree. Yeah. Heather's, and in fact, that would be helpful for self-care as well, Sarah. Heather says, Jillian, you have a right to free speech. I would like to hear your story. I think you could help a lot of people. Your story seems intriguing. Love to you. She actually has a really great story. And in fact, part of her story will be published in an upcoming anthology. Rebecca Horst says, is a wealthy person a narcissist who attaches to a pauper and sets up that pauper for attracting narcissists by being connected to their unattainable wealth, watching the pauper devoured repeatedly by narcissists? I'm confused by this question. Is a wealthy person a narcissist if they attach to a poor person and set them up for attracting narcissists by being connected to their unattainable wealth, watching them? So it sounds like you're talking about almost like a almost like a pimp situation when you say that. I mean, I know that's not what you're probably referring to, but it certainly sounds like that, right? Like they're putting this person up for abuse on purpose. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I think I need to hear more about that. Kristen Blair is here. Hello, Kristen Blair. Thank you, Maddie. She says I've allowed it too, though. Well, we're all, human here. So Shadori James. Yes, thank you. Debbie Thompson says, my question was how to avoid the next relationship being a rebound. Oh, that's a great question. I've actually done a lot of videos on that. One thing, my nose is so itchy, guys. I don't know why. One thing that I think oh my gosh, it's so itchy. I feel so funny doing this on camera. One thing I think that you must recognize, Debbie, is that one of the best ways to do that is to make sure you're healed before you start dating again. And I really do recommend for any relationship more than a year or two, I recommend that you take at least a year to heal before you even consider starting to date again. Maybe even a little longer, depending on how profoundly damaged you were by the relationship. But I think that's the way to start. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Angela Falsetta says, Miss Lily, you do not have to give her anything. And I totally agree. And I have to keep. Pam Hall says, true, drunks don't lie. Hey, Pam Hall, how are you, honey? Jennifer says, is trauma bond what Stockholm syndrome is? It's very similar. Yeah. Same, pretty much the same thing. Jillian says, thank you, Heather. I'm getting there. Jillian, you're amazing. And I know that we all have our moments where we backslide here and there, but I'm always just so impressed with your ability to persevere and how strong you are and how positive you manage to stay even through some of the most horrible things that you've gone through. I have so much love for you, my friend. I really do. And I'm just thrilled that you're part of my inner circle, Spanily people. I really appreciate you so much. Belle says, Jillian, thank you so much for your belief and encouragement. It truly means a lot. I'm astounded by all you have done. You've done it despite being knocked down. Good for you. Yes. Yes. Jennifer, Jillian says you can search my channel for both topics. That is true. There can be trauma bonds with Stockholm syndrome, but they can exist apart also. Yes, exactly. Angela Falsetta says, yeah, I got that one. Oh my goodness. Miss Lily says, is your finger okay? You talking to me? Because I think you must not be. Is something wrong with my finger? I think, oh, you mean this right here? Yeah, it's okay. It's because I do this. So I don't get lipstick on my teeth, if that's what you're talking about. Okay. I know that's weird, you guys, but I put on lipstick right before I went on camera. Okay. Yes. Okay. Debbie, Angela Falsetta says, take your time and get to know them. Be cautious, not paranoid. Totally agreed. Yes. Miss Lily will download Meetup after. Okay, great, Miss Lily. I would be really interested in hearing how that goes and what kind of groups you find. Even in the smallest of the towns, you can find out things like this. Tracy said, should I go to the police to stop him? I think I missed something that you said, Tracy, but if you're being harassed in any way, or if you're scared because this person's threatening you or anything like that, then yes, go to the police. Yes, without a doubt. Charlie Trevino says 5 years, still not ready to date, but don't join a dating site, tired of being alone. Charlie, maybe you want to think about, the meetup thing first and meet some people in a non-dating setting. And maybe, who knows, maybe you'll find someone who's worth your time. But just be very, very careful. If you choose to date, okay, that's fine. Just please take care of yourself and don't date someone just because you're lonely. Date someone who's worth your time. Loneliness is different than being alone. So Jennifer Grove says, okay, thank you, Jillian. My therapist thinks I have Stockholm syndrome, so I wasn't sure if trauma bond was a technical term for it or something. Trauma bonding is basically, it's kind of part of Stockholm syndrome sometimes, but yeah, like Jillian says, they can kind of exist separately. Basically, we trauma bond with narcissists because we go through the hard times with them. You know, you can also trauma bond with someone who's not abusing you, but narcissists, well, anyway, I'm not going to go into all of it right now because I have to leave 15 minutes ago. But watch the videos and let me know your thoughts the next time we talk. Okay, you guys, I've got to rush out of here. Hello, no punches. And I'm going to, yeah, no punches says many people with narc traits actually have BPD. They didn't ask for it, but got it from a parent who treated another parent with those games, devalue, discard, like silent treatment. They relate to the parent who was abused and the abuser. Yeah, I get that. But I think those people, you know, may also have what we call like the narc fleas things. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a little series on BPD as well. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, guys, I really got to run. I was supposed to be gone 15 minutes ago. But I want to say to all of you, hugs and love to you. Hello, Amber. I'm so sorry. My next live session, Harley, will be tomorrow at around the same time in the morning, and we'll have an hour session at that time, or maybe a little better. All right. I will be back here at that time. Hugs and love to everybody. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Sophie B, thank you so much for being here. Happy that you were here for your first live chat today. Shatori James, thank you so much. And I will see all of you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you, Lorian. Thank you, Becky. Big hugs to you, my friend. Oh, thank you, Harley. I appreciate that. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hugs and love. Oh, bye-bye, Dawn. I'll see you soon. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. Feel free to stick around and chat while YouTube leaves it open, I think, for about a half an hour if you like. And Bonnie, I love you, honey. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you guys very soon. Talk soon.